Oh, hey guys. Haven't seen you since last year. You've read the title, and you probably know what MiSide is. I'm going to talk about why it's one of the most interesting games in this space in a long time. MiSide is a psychological horror game released in 2024. Most of its recognition has come from only the worst the internet has to offer. Semi-recently, LankyBox got their grubby little hands on this game. I cried when I saw that clip, dude. I started bawling. I'm gonna be so honest. It was really horrific. The player, a stay-at-home programmer, is working with a team to make the next hit mobile game slop. Someone he knows sends him a build of MiSide, and of course, this touch-starved loser boots it up. Everything is normal, but Mita, the owner of the side, is acting strange. Almost self-aware. The main character doesn't seem to care or notice at all until he's sucked into the game. Things go from strange to scary really fast. It's implied the player must use the machine found in Mita's room to update the game. After scanning some items found in the house, the main character is transported to an old build. It's dark and extremely uncomfortable. The machine is broken and must be repaired. Searching for batteries, the last one is found near a trash can with something rotting inside. Going to the build you're supposed to be in, Mita greets you. You're finally together! Everything is all well and good, unless you want to go into her wardrobe. Then Mita gets upset. Very, very upset. This is crazy Mita. Her goal is to turn into a cartridge. What do cartridges have to do with any of this? That's later in the video. So be patient, you stupid f***. God, dude, why can't you just wait and enjoy the cinematic plot I'm building for you here? Okay? Jesus fucking Christ. God, dude. I'm so For now, just know her facade of kindness is gone, and her true punching puppies and stealing candy from babies personality is shown. She's the antagonist for the rest of the game. There may be other dangers in this hellscape, but none can hurt you as much as Crazy Mita can. Some people may be licking their monitors right now, but first of all, crazy girls aren't all that. Second, she has no actual love for the player. The only positive emotion she could ever feel is the one she gets after turning some schmuck into a cartridge. It's detailed in the game several times that she quickly moves on from her past victims. So, yeah, she sucks. The jewel case she kept me in smelled like rat shit. Anyway, after she tweaks the fuck out, you retreat to her basement. In the basement, locked up, is Nice Mita. She's willing to help you. Hell, more than willing. With her ring, the two of you escape. The ring you're given is used for the majority of the game. It teleports you through versions, guiding you when it can. After a lot, insurmountable. What the f? After a lot of. After a lot of insurmountable. Dude, what the f is this? Who wrote this script, bro? Who wrote this script? What kind of a moron would write a script this bad? What's wrong with my scriptwriter, bro? After an insurmountable amount of Bioshock 1-esque bullshit.
Guys, okay, I figured it out. I mean, this is obviously the answer. This is clearly, I figured it out. It, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. I don't know which, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, basically.
The player is left a failure. The main character and Nice Mita plan to manually reset Crazy Mita's build, but as it turns out, she is a dummy. Reject a Mita. It's like a rejected. Oh. When I refer to a dummy in this segment, I mean a rejected Mita. Sorry, hold on. I have to go on a slight tangent. This is unscripted. Sorry if it's worded horrifically. There's this mini game in the game. If you have, I don't know if you haven't played it or like you just don't care. Where you have to sort the dummies. So a dummy is a like Mita that hasn't been given a Mita personality yet. It's basically just like a skeleton. You know, this is the bare bones version of Mita, essentially. Crazy Mita is one of these who just goes around and just murders another Mita, which is resetting them, in quotations, taking their skin, and then just fucking wearing it until she can take advantage and kill somebody. Which is honestly very unique and also horrifying. Um, Okay, after that previous explanation, yada yada yada, because she is a reject, and the reset system is based on version and like specific meta, it doesn't fucking work because she's a reject. So that means their entire plan, out the fucking window. But what's really cool, the last part of the game is, again, if you know, I'm gonna assume people who click on this probably already know, but I just really like explaining plot. It's the only thing that brings me joy. I'm sorry if you don't care. Um, she acts like she got reset, and then the millisecond he's leaving, that's when his cartridge is done downloading. So kind of just holds up the cartridge and says, "Fuck you, pussy boy," and then the game ends. It's kind of hard, actually. I was like, "Damn, okay, the fuck." And then after you complete the main ending, you can go with the alt ending. Um, if you're a real fan, you'll do that. Honestly, like I'm trying to get to 100%. I haven't done it yet as of this recording. This game is good. Like it's a good game. That's why I'm making a video about it. I would not be making a video about it if it wasn't like a good fun game. Um, and the alt ending is when you just say, "Yeah, sure, whatever, boss." Thumbs up when she's like, "Please don't go in my wardrobe." Um, and then you kind of just get turned into a cartridge anyway. There is no good ending that I know of, as again of this recording. Um, I didn't put it in the script earlier, but when I was collecting the character profiles, I did not know that Mita had in fact like just straight up taken advantage of and completely destroyed Tiny Mita, which is the little Mita, like little kid Mita you meet in the loop section of the game. And I really feel like that reinforces the theory I'm about to give. That she's just, oh, dude, I don't know. She's so fucked up. And I think that is part of the fact that she's a reject, but her, like, philosophy is so flawed. And so is the player's. The player's philosophy is also flawed. And, like, she's trying to point out his hypocrisy when she herself is a hypocrite, which is both a very interesting angle to take, and I want to see how they would go in on that further if they do a content update and or like DLC or something. If you haven't played the game and I just ruined everything for you, like number one, go play it anyway. Like it's legitimately fun. It's a good time. I didn't talk about some of the side characters and side content there is. It's really good. It's a really good, well polished game made by just two fucking dudes barely scraping by in Russia. Like that's dope as hell. They made this other game Umfend, which is referenced several times in MiSide, and it was on sale until a couple days ago, and I didn't buy it. I forgot about it. I feel really bad, but I will play that. Might make a sequel video to this on it. Yes, play MiSide. It's really good. Don't listen to like the weird gooners. Um, I mean, like I understand where they're coming from. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay, but like um, don't look at the most current vocal parts of this fandom right now and say, "Oh, I don't want to play that." It's a fun game. I would highly suggest it. It's a very good time. Um, yeah, this next section is dedicated to my personal theory. Um, like what is her goal? I wrote down a theory already, and now that I have more information because I just love this freaking game so much. Wow. I do think it is wrong. So before I had the notion of Tiny Mita's character profile where it says, yeah, she was just straight up fucking tortured and annihilated by Crazy Mita. I thought she was helping Ugly Mita like transfer to the outside world or something. I do not think that is long. That I do not believe that that is in fact the case. Um, Crazy Mita isn't necessarily unsettling, so I don't understand her attitude of being such a fucking bitch all the time. Like, she's like, why didn't you stay with me? It's because there was fucking knocking in your wardrobe because you're keeping some poor little, like, some poor bastard in your fucking basement, you stupid bitch. It's not because you're unlikable or, like, I'm being rude to you. Like, goddamn. Get fucking over it, bro. And I don't mean that in, like, oh, this is flawed writing, but, like, she's a well-written character, and I think that's well fitting of her attitude. I'm not trying to complain and say that that's a bad plot device. My bad. I also feel my previous idea that like maybe she's trying to get to the outside world may also be false. I mean like that's a possibility. That's a possible motive to collect these like ideas because it's shown through the player logs, the little like player cartridges you can collect along with the character profiles that she has been using other players to like learn things and get smarter and then get more creative and build more things and so on and so forth. So it's not insane to possibly think, oh, she's trying to build a device to make herself be able to come out into the real world. But also, what would she gain from that? Because she only seems to like really enjoy just taking advantage of other people and getting into the world like into the real world. People can stop her and point out and like make people stay away from her. You know what I mean? Like there's societal things in place that I mean like she's aware of. She has the internet to stop her from taking advantage of people and just killing them all the time. So I'm not really sure what she would gain from that, but that's a possibility that she's like, I want to be a real girl kind of attitude. Um, also said, oh, she has like a sister-like kind of relationship to Ugly Mita. That's not really true. I kind of misread that situation. She's just fucking manipulating her like she does everybody else. She is the master manipulator. That is really her whole thing. And yeah, it's scary. It's like I don't know. She's so well written. She's a really really good villain, and I just wish I knew how to fathom her character better. I feel like maybe I'm not doing it justice with the theories I have, or like the things I'm seeing in game and through my uh, you know now over 10 plus hours of collecting lore stuff from the game. It seems like a lot of metas are obsessed with just grabbing and gravitating towards information. Um, Mila is the same way before she gets, fucking murdered. Um, where she's just like, oh, I'm gonna read books all the fucking time. And she's a bit of a. Let's be real. I like Mila, but she's a bit of a at the beginning, okay? But she is like gathering information. And that is what AIs do anyway. So that's a neat detail that I noticed that like they are very obsessed with gathering and learning and changing and growing. Which could lead to something. I wish Core Meta had something more to do with the plot. Um, she's just kind of fucking chilling. Good for her, I guess. I want there to be a good ending where Tiny Mita just gets a good home and lives happily. Cause if I have to play the loop one more fucking time for this goddamn video and I have to see her and I'm gonna start fucking bawling, because she just viscerally upsets me. Um, I don't know, dude. That's so fucking sad. Just um, bring back the cloudy crying video moment. Recording's over. Thank you for watching. Give strange Russian men on the internet money. Fuck Yandere Dev. Can't do shit. Bye bye.